Isn't it frustrating when your body just doesn't seem to work the way it used to? You eat, you drink, you do everything right, and still, nothing happens. That feeling of being blocked up, heavy, and just uncomfortable can really put a damper on enjoying your day. Can't it? It's something many of us face, especially as we get a bit older. It's like your digestive system decides it's time for a permanent holiday, and you're left dealing with the consequences, the bloating, the discomfort, the sheer effort involved. It's not exactly what you pictured for your golden years. But what if there was a simple, natural way to help things get moving again? Using just everyday foods you can find at the grocery store. No harsh chemicals, no expensive supplements, just delicious, healthy things to eat. It might sound too good to be true, but often the simplest solutions are the best. And when it comes to keeping your digestive system happy and regular, especially after 60, focusing on what you eat can make a world of difference. We're going to look at 5 specific foods that are like little helpers for your gut, designed to gently encourage things along. These aren't exotic ingredients. They're foods that have been around forever, packed with the right stuff to help you feel lighter and more comfortable. So, if you've been struggling with constipation, stick around because in this video, we're going to uncover 5 simple foods that can help fix it fast. And make sure you watch right to the very end, because I'm going to share something with you that might genuinely surprise you about how easy this can be. Let's start with the very first food on our list. A true classic when it comes to getting things moving: prunes. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Prunes. My grandmother ate those. And you're absolutely right. She probably did. And there's a very good reason why this little dried fruit has such a long-standing reputation. Prunes are powerhouses of fiber, both soluble and insoluble. Think of fiber like the cleanup crew for your digestive tract. Soluble fiber dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance, which can help soften stool and make it easier to pass. Insoluble fiber, on the other hand, adds bulk to your stool, helping it move through the intestines more quickly. Prunes have a fantastic combination of both, but they have another secret weapon: sorbitol. Sorbitol is a sugar alcohol that acts as a natural laxative. It's not absorbed very well by the body, and when it reaches the large intestine, it draws water into the bowel. This extra water helps to loosen the stool and stimulate bowel movements. It's a gentle effect, but highly effective for many people. Now, how do you incorporate prunes into your diet? It's incredibly easy. You can simply eat a few whole prunes each day. Start small, perhaps just 3 or 4, and see how your body responds. You can gradually increase the amount if needed, but be mindful not to overdo it, as too much sorbitol can lead to bloating or gas in some people. A standard serving is often considered about 5 to 6 prunes. They make a great snack on their own, chewy and naturally sweet. Another popular method is drinking prune juice. A small glass, maybe about half a cup, first thing in the morning can be very effective. The juice still contains the sorbitol and some of the fiber, though less of the insoluble fiber than the whole fruit. Just make sure you're buying 100% prune juice without added sugars. You can also get creative with prunes. Chop them up and add them to your morning oatmeal. We'll talk more about oats in a bit. Or mix them into yogurt. You can bake them into muffins or bread. Although the heat might slightly reduce the effectiveness of the sorbitol, you'll still benefit from the fiber. If you find the texture of dried prunes a bit challenging, you can soak them in water overnight in the refrigerator. They'll plump up and become softer and easier to chew and digest. This also gives the sorbitol a head start in drawing in water. It's a simple habit to adopt, just keeping a bag of prunes handy and reaching for a few throughout the day, or having that small glass of juice. For many people, incorporating prunes daily provides noticeable relief fairly quickly. They are a natural, affordable, and tasty way to support regular digestion. It's worth remembering that consistency is key. Don't just try them once. Make them a regular part of your routine for the best results. And while prunes are fantastic, they're just one piece of the puzzle. Let's move on to another powerful food that might be less obvious, but is incredibly effective, especially because it adds something unique to the mix. Beyond the familiar prune, there's a tiny seed that packs an enormous punch when it comes to fiber and getting things moving smoothly: chia seeds. These little nutritional powerhouses are absolutely fantastic for digestive health. And here's why. When chia seeds come into contact with liquid, they absorb many times their weight and form a gel-like coating. This gel is a form of soluble fiber, just like the soluble fiber in prunes. This gel helps to soften the stool and make it easier to pass. But the real magic of chia seeds for constipation is the sheer amount of fiber they contain. A single ounce, which is about 2 tablespoons, can contain around 10 grams of fiber. That's a significant portion of your daily recommended fiber intake, which is generally around 25 to 30 grams for adults. Getting enough fiber is absolutely crucial for preventing and relieving constipation because it adds bulk and promotes regularity. Now, how do you use these tiny seeds? They are incredibly versatile. One of the most popular ways is to make chia pudding. You simply mix chia seeds with a liquid like almond milk, regular milk, or even water. Add a sweetener or flavor if you like, and let it sit in the fridge for a few hours or overnight. The seeds expand, and you get a delightful, pudding-like texture that's easy to eat. It's a great breakfast or snack. You can also sprinkle chia seeds on top of your yogurt, mix them into smoothies, stir them into oatmeal, or even add them to baked goods like muffins or bread, because they form a gel. They can sometimes be used as an egg substitute in baking, which adds fiber simultaneously. It's important to remember when using chia seeds to make sure you're also drinking plenty of water, since they absorb liquid and add bulk. Adequate hydration is essential to help the fiber move through your system effectively. Without enough water, the added bulk could potentially worsen constipation for some people. Although this is less common, a good general rule is to start with a smaller amount, perhaps 1 tablespoon a day, and gradually increase as your body gets used to the extra fiber. Listen to your body. If you experience excessive bloating or gas, you might be increasing the amount too quickly or not drinking enough water. Chia seeds are also fantastic because they provide other nutrients, like omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for overall health, and protein. So you're not just helping your digestion, you're getting a broader nutritional benefit. Incorporating them is easy and doesn't require any complicated preparation. Just a sprinkle here and there, or making that simple pudding, can make a real difference in your daily fiber intake and bowel regularity. Moving on from seeds, let's consider another staple that's probably already in many of your pantries. A warm and comforting option that's excellent for keeping things moving. Now, let's talk about something comforting and incredibly good for your gut: oats. Yes, plain old oats. They might seem simple, but they are digestive champions, especially when you're dealing with constipation. Oats are another excellent source of fiber, particularly beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber that's famous for its heart health benefits, but is also a fantastic aid for your digestive system. Beta-glucan forms a gel in the digestive tract, similar to the soluble fiber in prunes and chia seeds. This gel helps to soften the stool and improves its consistency, making it easier to pass. But oats also contain insoluble fiber, which adds bulk and helps speed up the transit time of food through your intestines. The combination works synergistically to promote regularity. Eating oats regularly can not only help relieve existing constipation, but also prevent it from returning. It's a gentle way to keep things moving smoothly. The great thing about oats is how easy they are to incorporate into your daily routine. A warm bowl of oatmeal in the morning is a classic choice. Rolled oats, steel-cut oats, or even instant oats, though less processed options like steel-cut or rolled oats generally retain more nutrients, and fiber can be used. Cook them with water or milk and top with fruits, like those prunes or maybe some berries or banana, a sprinkle of nuts or seeds, and maybe a drizzle of honey or maple syrup. It's a hearty and fiber-rich start to your day. But oatmeal isn't the only way to enjoy oats. You can add dry rolled oats to smoothies for extra fiber. You can use oat flour in baking. You can add a handful of oats to meatloaf or meatballs. You can even make overnight oats, which is incredibly simple. Just combine rolled oats with your liquid of choice and any desired mix-ins in a jar or container, and let it sit in the fridge overnight. The oats soften and are ready to eat cold in the morning. This preparation also maintains all the fiber benefits, just like with chia seeds and prunes. Consistency is important with oats, making them a regular part of your diet. Perhaps having a bowl of oatmeal a few times a week or adding oats to other meals can significantly impact your digestive health. And again, remember to drink plenty of water throughout the day, especially when increasing your fiber intake from foods like oats. Water helps the fiber do its job effectively. Oats are also wonderful because they are relatively inexpensive and widely available. They are a natural, whole food that provides sustained energy throughout the morning, too, which is a nice bonus. So, adding a serving of oats is a simple, effective, and delicious step towards a happier, more regular digestive system. We've covered prunes, chia seeds, and oats, 3 fantastic ways to boost your fiber intake. But there are 2 more foods we absolutely must discuss that can be equally powerful allies in your fight against constipation, each bringing something slightly different to the table. So we've talked about the power of prunes, the might of chia seeds, and the comforting reliability of oats. Now, let's look at some other simple, delicious foods that can play a crucial role in keeping things moving smoothly. Our 4th food is another fruit, often overlooked but wonderfully effective: pears. Pears are fantastic for constipation for a couple of key reasons. First, they are a good source of fiber, containing both soluble and insoluble types. Much like many of the other foods we've discussed, eating a medium-sized pear with the skin on can provide around 6 grams of fiber. But pears also contain sorbitol and fructose, natural sugars that can have a mild laxative effect by drawing water into the colon. The combination of fiber, sorbitol, and fructose makes pears a gentle yet effective aid for constipation. Eating a whole, ripe pear is the easiest way to benefit. Make sure you eat the skin, as that's where a significant amount of the insoluble fiber is found. Pears make a great snack, added to salads, or sliced and served with a little cheese. You can also bake pears, add them to oatmeal or yogurt, or blend them into smoothies. Pear juice can also be helpful, but like prune juice, it contains less fiber than the whole fruit, so eating the whole pear is generally more beneficial. Choose ripe pears, as they tend to be sweeter and potentially more effective. They are usually available year-round in most supermarkets and are relatively inexpensive. Adding a pear to your daily fruit intake is a simple, enjoyable way to boost your fiber and benefit from those natural compounds that help with regularity. Finally, let's turn our attention to a group of foods that are often dietary superstars and particularly helpful for digestion: legumes. This includes beans, lentils, chickpeas, and peas. Legumes are incredibly high in fiber, often providing 7 to 10 grams or more per half-cup serving. Depending on the type, they contain a mix of soluble and insoluble fiber, both of which contribute to healthy bowel function. The fiber in legumes adds bulk to the stool and helps stimulate the muscles in the intestines to push waste through. While legumes are fantastic for digestion, they can sometimes cause gas and bloating for some people, especially when first introduced or eaten in large quantities. If you're new to eating a lot of beans or lentils, start with small servings and gradually increase the amount over time. Rinsing canned beans thoroughly can also help reduce some of the gas-producing compounds. There are countless ways to enjoy legumes. Add beans to soups, stews, or chili. Make a lentil soup. Use chickpeas to make hummus. Add chickpeas or beans to salads. Mash beans and use them in burritos or tacos. Lentils cook relatively quickly and can be added to almost anything, from pasta sauces to curries. Making legumes a regular part of your meals, even just a few times a week, can significantly boost your fiber intake and help keep you regular. They are also an excellent source of plant-based protein, vitamins, and minerals, making them a very healthy addition to your diet overall. So there you have it. 5 incredible foods: prunes, chia seeds, oats, pears, and legumes, each offering unique benefits to help combat constipation naturally. Remember, adding these foods is about making simple, enjoyable changes to your daily meals. You don't have to eat all of them every day, but incorporating a few regularly can make a remarkable difference. Start with 1 or 2 that appeal to you the most and see how your body responds. As you increase your fiber intake, it's absolutely crucial to make sure you're also drinking plenty of water throughout the day. Fiber needs water to work effectively. Otherwise, it can sometimes make things worse. Think of fiber like a sponge. It needs liquid to swell up and move things along. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day. More if you're very active or it's a hot day. Consistency is key. It's not about a one-time fix. It's about building habits that support your digestive health long-term. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Give your body a little time to adjust to the increased fiber. Making these small dietary adjustments really can lead to big improvements in how you feel. Imagine feeling lighter, more comfortable, and more energetic because your digestive system is working smoothly. It's about reclaiming that sense of ease and enjoying your days without that constant discomfort weighing you down. These foods are natural, accessible, and they come with a host of other health benefits too. They are packed with nutrients that support your overall well-being, not just your digestion. So you're not just addressing constipation, you're nourishing your body in a deeper way. Now, I promised you something that might surprise you at the end. And here it is. The most surprising thing is often how simple the solution can be. We're constantly bombarded with complex solutions, expensive products, and quick fixes. But for something as fundamental as healthy digestion, often the best answer lies in returning to whole, natural foods that our bodies are designed to process. It's not about fancy treatments. It's about putting the right fuel into your system consistently. The surprise is that these common, everyday foods hold such significant power. You don't need anything special or complicated to feel better. You just need to consciously choose to include these simple allies in your diet. That's the real revelation. The power is often within your reach, in your own kitchen. I hope this has given you some practical ideas and encouragement. If you've struggled with this, please know you are not alone, and there are simple steps you can take. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Have you tried any of these foods? Is there another food that you found helpful for constipation? Share your thoughts and tips in the comments below. Your experience could help someone else. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos designed to help you live your best, most comfortable life at every age. Making these small, consistent changes to your diet can truly transform how you feel day to day. Embrace the power of these natural foods and live your best life at every age.